Selenium, one of the most important trace minerals in the human body. Selenium occupies a very interesting and special place in the periodic table of elements. And this is what the atom of selenium looks like. We have a selenium molecule in the middle, or a selenium element in the middle surrounded by 34 electrons. Those little dots are electrons, little circles in the outer rings around the Se atom are electrons. And not to get too scientific, but this is a relatively important thing to understand moving forward. The relationship between electrons and the atom that they circle around. The electrons circle around the neutrons and the protons in the middle of the atom, just like the planets orbit the sun. And the number of electrons which circle around the middle of the atom are very important when it comes to the health of the human body. Now, interestingly enough, the Food and Drug Administration allows people qualified health claims. Generally speaking, the only thing in the United States or Canada that can treat a disease is a drug. And in order to have some type of health claim associated with a non-drug, because the pharmaceutical industry runs the show here, you can amass published research. And if you have enough published research and it all points to the same thing, you can bring it to the Food and Drug Administration. And if the stars align, the FDA will grant you something called a qualified health claim. Believe it or not, it is within the bounds of law for people selling selenium to say the following. Selenium may reduce the risk of certain cancers. Some scientific evidence suggests that consumption of selenium may reduce the risk of certain forms of cancer. However, the Food and Drug Administration has determined that this evidence is limited and not conclusive. This language, that last sentence, however, the FDA has determined, blah, 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 is a part of every qualified health claim that the Food and Drug Administration has delivered, and there currently are 18. Claim number 2, selenium may produce anti-carcinogenic effects in the body. Some scientific evidence suggests that consumption of selenium may produce anti-carcinogenic effects in the body. However, the FDA doesn't know if this is really true or not, but we're going to give a qualified health claim. By the way, there were over 500 published studies which were brought to the Food and Drug Administration. I guess 500 published, vetted stories of scientific publications were not enough to sway them into just coming out and saying, you know what, selenium reduces certain types of cancer.